Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. I will apologize in advance. I've been putting it in the comments section. The internet here at the school is not working, and so we have had to resort to using our phones, but that connection is not that good as well. A lot of buffering. We will try to get as much of clean basketball as we can. Hopefully during halftime or the varsity matchup, we can get the internet back up and working. I do know we are experiencing some difficulties right now. If you can hear me, thank you for joining here for the third matchup, the second matchup here between the JV teams, but the third matchup between the Camp Point Central Panthers and the West Hancock Titans this year. Titans have won 2 of those. The JV squad trying to get their second win of the season against this JV squad of Camp Point Central. 2-0 the current score. Hunter Froman knocked down the bucket to start off the game. Quick turnover, going to be Panther basketball here on the inbound. 7:21 to play. We're here at Warsaw High School, and I can already tell that the internet is not that good right now. Hopefully we can get something fixed as the game goes along. I do apologize. Nice three-point shot there from the Panthers. No good. Rebounded by Hurt. They push it up. Now Froman with the ball. He goes baseline. Good defense, though, from Caden Niekamp. Moving it around. Now Hurt up top. He drives in. No shot. Corner. Three-point shot up and no good for Gunnar Grothaus. Ball tipped around and off of Hunter Froman, out of bounds. And it'll be Panther basketball. I can already tell that the connection issues we're having. I've tried 3 different cellular devices here. Nice move inside, but stolen away by Gunnar Grothaus. Now Crowley on the fast break. They kick it out. Froman tries a three-point shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by Cruz Miles. Miles on the way inside, goes baseline. Nice bounce pass, but Jess Scott with the ball on the ground. Now Froman tips it. Offense saves it. Can't hold on to the ball. It's loose. They're going to say it's out of bounds off Hunter Froman. And it'll be Camp Point Central basketball here as we get ready for the inbound. They get it in. Miles gives it down low. Now working is Walker. Evan Walker kicks it out. A drive and a foul. It's going to be on the floor. It'll be the first team foul here for the Titans. And the first foul of the game. 5 fouls sends you to the line here in the quarters. The internet. I was trying to work out as much as I possibly could with the internet situation, but still running into issues now. They swing it up top now. This is number 23, Christian Miles. Miles hands it off now. Eichen. Eichen guarded by Hurt. Kicks it over. Dribbling around top of the key. Eichen tries a three-point shot. That one is no good. Off the rim. Tipped around. The tip almost goes in, but no good. Titans come away with it. Jordan Crowley going to be pushing it up the court here. He gives it up. Just a little bit of emotion here from the Titans. Nice switching defense here from the Panthers. A bounce pass from Hunter Froman. Turnover. No foul called there. Some players hit the deck. Titans come away with the three-point shot here. Braden Hurt, he knocks it in. The LJ Insurance three-pointer falls for Braden Hurt. And that with 4:50 to play. Full court pressure. Turn it over. It'll be Titan basketball on the inbound here. Good defensive pressure sets them up here for another offensive possession. Nearly halfway through the first quarter of action. Jess Scott hands it off. Nice move, but they're going to call a travel. And that's partially why it was such a nice move. To get rid of his defender. Gunnar Grothaus takes a little bit too many steps. Going to get called for the travel here and a turnover. Camp Point Central back with the ball. Top of the key is Eichen. Eichen gives it up top. Now swinging around is the corner. Corner, this is Miles. Miles gives it down low. That pass stripped away. Titans defense comes away with it. Almost lost control of it there, but they regain possession. Hunter Froman drives, they kick it out. Crowley tries a three-point shot, no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Evan Walker. Bringing it back up the court. The fast break here. Eichen, that layup is good, and the first 2 points for the Panthers come halfway through the first quarter of action. Eichen gets himself 2 points. Three-point shot for Crowley falls. He answers back after the missed one earlier. Now an 8-2 point game. 6 point lead here for the Titans. Knocked down 2 3-pointers already here today. They drive in, and they're going to call a foul here against Braden Hurt. That'll be his first foul of the game, second team foul of the game so far. Full timeout here for the Titans. Had 2 subs check into the game. We'll head to a quick timeout. I'll try to work any connection issues I possibly can out during this break. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time MDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. Nice 2-point shot there. Eichen, he has 4 on the game there after that layup. Now 8-4 the score. Titans still with the 4-point lead. A drive inside by Hurt. No shot, so he kicks it back out to Crowley. This is Grothaus with it up top, and they're going to call another travel against Gunnar Grothaus. And it'll be another turnover. Had the ball, took a step before he dribbled, picked up his pivot foot before he dribbled, so results in the turnover. And the Panthers back on offense, 2:53 remaining. And get it over, this is number 23, Christian Miles. Now down low, they kick it out. Eichen, he'll try a 3-point shot, no good. Ball rebounded offense. Now another 3-point shot is up, that's no good either. Almost got the offensive rebound again, but Crowley comes away with a steal. He goes up, his layup is good. Left-hand layup falls, and 10 points now for the Titans on a 10-4 lead. And they get it across half court. Eichen, he'll try a 3-point shot, no good, a little long. Grothaus comes down with it. Grothaus pushing it up the floor. They give it up top, now Hurt. Hurt, he'll drive in. Tough little floater, that's nothing but net. Braden Hurt gets 2 points here. 5 on the game. Him and Crowley are tied with the leading scorers of this matchup, 12-4 the score. Braden Hurt comes down with it. They kick it up. Now Crowley. Crowley at the 3-point line. He drives in, left hand, puts up the shot, and one. That one falls in. The old-fashioned 3-point play coming Jordan Crowley's way. Titans now with a 10-point lead with 1:52 remaining in the first quarter of action. Jess Scott checks into the game here for Braden Hurt. Chandler Dayton checked in earlier for Hunter Froman. That free throw is good for Crowley, now 15-4 the score. Crowley has himself 6 points on the game here in the first quarter, on track to knock down a solid 24 points in a JV matchup. We'll see if he can keep it up here. Chandler Dayton gets his hand on the ball. Stolen away. Now Grothaus, he kicks it up to Crowley. Nice pass up top. That layup is good. Another left-hand layup falls for Jordan Crowley. He's up to 8 here in the quarter. The Panthers with it. They give it inside. That pass tipped around, saved by Caden Niekamp. Niekamp goes up, fouled on the way. 2 shots coming here for Caden Niekamp. Just trying to get some points going here. Now it's a 17-4 game, for the Titans. First free throw. That one's up and good for Niekamp. 17-5 now the score here at Warsaw High School. 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter of action. That second free throw is no good, but almost got the offensive rebound. Wade Gooding comes down with it. Gooding pushes it up the court. Kicks it back up to Crowley. Crowley drives in the kick. Grotehouse now, he'll drive in. That's a tough little shot there, no good. Ball tipped around. I'll say it was out of bounds off of Camp Point Central. It'll stay tight in possession here. 17-5 still the score here. 1:01 remaining in the first quarter. They give it up top now. Jess Scott swinging it around. This is Grotehouse. Grotehouse drives in. He loses control, but regains possession. Ball tipped around, then loses it again. Camp Point Central comes away with it. Into the line for 2 shots. I can see right now WCAZ is going to be able to radio broadcast this game. I'm not sure if they'll get the second half of the JV matchup or if they'll only be getting the varsity matchup. But if we are still experiencing connection issues, you should go check out WCAZ. Mr. Keith Yucks is over there. He'll be broadcasting the game. Second free throw is good as well. Now 7-17 the score. 10-point game, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Niekamp knocked down 2 free throws. That shot is good, and it falls in for the Titans. Camp Point Central with the ball. They drive in. That shot up and rattles in for Eichen. 6 points on the game now for Eichen. 14 seconds on the clock remaining here in the first quarter. They swing it around. Misses Hurt with it. Hurt dribbles left, now right. 6 seconds on the clock. They kick out. Gooding, deep three-point shot, and that one's no good. Dayton tried to get the rebound, got fouled on the way. Second team foul here on the Panthers. 9-19 the score. The inbound, they get it up top. Gooding's going to have to put this one up. He does. That, looked good, but not it. It's a fall, and 19-9 is how we end the first quarter of action here in Warsaw High School. Again, I would like to apologize for the connection issues we are currently having here in this JV matchup. Hope to be able to bring you a connection-free varsity matchup later, but as of right now, we are doing the best that we can with what we have. Again, back into TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Second quarter is underway here. Fast break for Eichen. He goes up. That layup drops. I was seeing if we could get our internet back to fixed, but not quite there yet. They've rebooted the connection a couple of times now, but nothing quite working. Three-point shot falls there for Braden Hurt. That LJ Insurance is good. 22-11 now the score here for the Titans. They get it up now. Up, layup falls for Ed. They kick it over. Braden Hurt with the ball. 7 minutes remaining here on the clock. Second quarter of action. They kick it around. This is Hunter Froman with it. He drives. That layup is no good. Jess Scott comes away. That shot falls in for Jess Scott. He gets 2 points on the nice layup. Extends the lead to 11 here for the Titans. Eichen, his layup's no good. Ball loose on the ground. And the Titans come away with it. Gooding pushing the ball up the court. Actually, Chandler Dayton, back out to Froman. Froman goes right. And they're going to call a push foul here against Caden Niekamp. And that'll be the first team foul against the Panthers. Titans with Froman. Froman, nice pump fake. Can't get anything working though. Not much ball movement here from the Titans. Back out to Grotehouse. He drives. That's the dish. Out to Dayton. Dayton gives it up to Hurt. Hurt's going to hold it here for a second. 24-13 still the score. Gets a screen, left side, goes right, kicks it back out. Dayton thought about the three, doesn't take it. The drive, that layup is no good for Chandler Dayton. Camp Point Central comes away with it. They drive in, they kick it out. Christian Miles with it, nice baseline move. Can't get the layup to fall, but Walker gets the rebound, kicks it out. Three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Grotehouse. And the Titans are back on offense here. Grotehouse with it. Froman, he drives. And that's going to be a travel call against Hunter Froman, and the Titans turn it over yet again to the Camp Point Central Panthers. 5:08 remaining here in the second quarter of action. 24-13 still the score. And they give it up. This is Christian Miles with it. Miles gives it out. Eichen, nice little elbow jumper, is just short. Rebounded by Grotehouse. Grotehouse drives in, left-hand layup, no good. Wade Gooding comes away with it, and they're going to call a travel against the Titans here. And it'll be another turnover. 24-13 the score. 4:47 remaining. Number 32, Caden Niekamp with the ball. Gets picked by Chandler Dayton. They push it up. Grotehouse loses control but saves it before it goes out of bounds. Now Crowley, the skip pass over to Hurt. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Drives in. Kicks it back out up top. Pass down low at Warsaw High School. Titans with the ball. This is Hurt. He gives it out. Grotehouse, he'll try a three. 3:50 remaining on the clock, 24-15 the score here in Hamilton, Illinois. The inbound here for the Panthers. They get it in. Working up top, that was number 22, Reed Lash. Lash hands it off to Eichen. Eichen gives it over. Now Christian Miles with the ball. Down to Cruz Miles, working at the top of the key. They're swinging around. Nothing open quite yet here for the Panthers. That bank shot falls in, though, for Christian Miles. He gets his first points of the game with that shot. Out of bounds. It'll be Titan possession here. Tipped out of bounds by the Panther. I do understand we are having severe connection issues right now, so I do apologize for those. Mr. Froman and I are trying to work out something, trying to get the system to reboot if at all possible, but nothing yet working here in Hamilton or here in Warsaw High School. 24-17 the score here. Titans still with the lead. They give it up. That inbound stolen away by number 34, Evan Walker. And the Panthers get the steal. Now working it down low. Nice two-man game. Give and go, but the layup doesn't quite fall. Titans are back on offense. 24-17 the score. Froman, nice hesitation move, and the layup is good. Has himself 4 points in the game now after that layup. 9-point differential, 26-17 the score. Baseline drive here, Christian Miles. Stolen away, Chandler Dayton now on the fast, but they're going to call a jump. Possession arrow is going to be for the Titans with 2:25 remaining here in the second quarter of action. They get the inbound into Froman. Froman, that's going to be a quick foul call here against the Camp Point Central Panthers, and they'll do it all over again here on the inbound. Checks into the game. Six-man rotation here for the Camp Point Central Panthers so far. have 7 players listed on their roster. Only one that hasn't come into the game is number 31, Briggs, Wes Skirkin. 26-17 the score. 2 minutes remaining here in Warsaw High School. First half of action is underway. WCAZ, I know, is getting their equipment all set up and ready. A jump ball, possession arrow for the Titans again, and it should be Camp Point basketball, and it is. A little bit of a confusion there between the scorekeeper. Timeout called here by the Camp Point Central Panthers. We'll head to a quick break as well. 26-17 the score. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a big
field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. 2 minutes remaining, 1:56 to be exact here. Camp Point Central with the ball. Currently down 9 points here to the Titans. This is Cruz Miles with the ball. They kick it out up top, working around top of the key. Can't find anything. Now they dish it over. Eichen with the ball now. That ball's on the ground, stolen away by the Titans. 1:30 remaining here. They kick it up. Grothaus wide open left-hand layup falls. And he gets 2 more points added to his name here today. 1:20 on the clock, 28-17 now the score. During halftime, I will try to make as many adjustments as I can to this scoreboard. It's Jess Scott. Nice push up to Grothaus. That's just out of his outreached hands, and a turnover. Wade Gooding checks into the game here for Jess Scott. 28-17 the score. 51 seconds remaining. They get the inbound in here. Working it around. This is Cruz Miles with the ball. He drives in, kicks it out. Gives it over to Reed Lash. Lash gives now baseline for Eichen. 35 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of action. 3-point shot, that one's up and no good. Just a little long there from Cruz Miles. Titans back on offense, 28-17 the score. 11-point differential, 20 seconds on the clock. And a timeout is going to be called here for the West Hancock Titans, a full timeout. So we'll head to another break here at Warsaw High School. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them.
With the ball. Over. Froman thought about the three, doesn't take it. He drives in. Turnaround, nice little move. That shot's good. Hunter Froman gets it to fall. Sweet little post move. Gets him on the board. 30-17 the score. They lose the control. Froman puts up a half-court shot a little late, so it won't count anyways. And that's how the first half ends. 30-17 the score here. Titans with the 13-point lead heading into half. We'll be back with some halftime stats here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back after this halftime break, hopefully with some connection issues all fixed and ready.
In the Midwest, and finally ended up after we started having kids in
at any hospital that have a lot of very important, and they are the integral workings of the hospital. You know, everybody thinks you find yourself officer.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. When I graduated from Western, I was recruited at that time by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, and we were doing what hospitals have to prepare a Medicare cost report, and I was auditing them. So that's how I got my step into the health care career. And then after that, I went to organizations and and that's kind of my niche, and that's where I've stayed my whole career.
Now, you mentioned larger organizations. Lindsay Douglas, we talked to her. She's in recruitment for you guys for physicians and providers. And this is not, as far as hospitals go, a larger,
right.
You know, it's not a huge hospital.
Right.
So what does that do for you on a daily basis as you're trying to balance a budget or make a budget that works or help with the finances of that doesn't have maybe the bottomless pockets that some people think of when you think of a huge hospital or whatever?
Right. Yeah, I think that, you've been in one hospital, They're all different. They all have their sets of challenges and struggles and all that. What is very exciting for me is we're nimble, we can make quick changes, and I feel like I can make that impact in the organization, those quick impacts to get the hospital on the right track and keep it going and be viable.
Yeah, and funding in this day and age is a key in getting payments, but I'm sure you guys still look at trying to get donations and stuff, correct? Is that involved in anything you do, or do you have to consider any of that when you're trying to make your business positions?
It's a small piece of it, a little bit of it. Our biggest challenge is to get reimbursed from the insurance payers, make sure, because there's a lot of noise out there right now where insurance payers are denying everything not everything, but most things that we try to get reimbursed for. If we don't get what we're entitled to, then it's a struggle to make payrolls.
Right.
Struggle to pay our vendors. It's really tough to keep the hospital going, make the capital improvements that we're doing on the campus right now.
And you're doing a bunch of those right now. I mean,
we are.
Yep. You guys are improving. It seems like monthly, daily, whatever, you're making improvements here in the last 10 years or so.
There's a lot of exciting things going on here on the campus right now with the retail pharmacy, or community pharmacy is what we're calling it now, because it is the community of McDonough County's pharmacy. And we're trying to prepare this organization for future generations so we can keep this hospital in the community for the people of the community.
Okay, so you work and think numbers all week.
Pretty much.
What do you think on the weekends? Now, I think I read somewhere there's some hunting.
Yes, I like I mentioned, I grew up on a farm. We still have a farm. We still live on a farm. So I enjoy that I do today. Okay,
now I said I only had two questions. I got one more. We're about at time, but now you're a hunter.
Yes.
And you're older like me.
Okay.
So I remember when I was a kid and everybody was deer hunting. If you got a deer, you were lucky.
Right.
But
I enjoy deer hunting. But I also, every deer I've gotten the last 2 years,
community. It's been about community, and you even go home and make it about community. So that makes you a good guy, right?
Right. Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the comment.
I mean, by LJ Insurance, we got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds till we get started with the third quarter of action here. I would like to say sorry about the connection issues that we are experiencing. I do know for the varsity matchup, if you can hear me right now and you want to go over and listen to them for the varsity matchup, go right ahead. We'll try to figure out all the connection issues that we're having during the break between JV and varsity, but as of right now, they've rebooted the system about 4 times, but you cannot get any signal through it. So I do apologize for that. The current score is 30-17. Titans with the lead. They tied between Braden Hurt and Jordan Kraft. The Camp Point Central Panthers, Tatum Eichen, the leading scorer with 6 points on the day so far, having himself quite a night. Especially on the interior, working inside, doing a good job. I'm trying to get some last-minute connection things figured out here, but nothing quite working just yet. We'll try to get that all worked out. Well, currently we're having some horrible connection issues.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Sorry about that there, folks. Head coach Jeff Dahl came up and talked to me for a second. Had to Have to tell them about our connection issues that we're currently experiencing. Nice defense there from Camp Point Central. Just time, but a foul here going to be called against Grotehouse. They get the inbound in here. They feed it down low. Working around Eichen. He'll try a three-point shot. That's no good. Defensive action. The inbound here is not to anybody. I was thinking maybe a Titan player tipped the inbound, but nobody touched it. Ball went straight away here by Niekamp. Titans are back on defense. Good defensive possession there for Central. Working it around. Open three-point shot, no good. Mid-range doesn't fall. Braden Hurt comes down with the rebound. Skip pass up to Crowley. Gets it alley-oop. The makeshift alley-oop to fall off the pass from Hunter Froman. Crowley gets the first points here of the second half of action. That pass tipped by Grotehouse, but they get it back down low. Heiken shot no good. Offensive rebound and a foul going to be called on the ground. And they're going to get a foul here against Jess Scott. It'll be the second team foul. And that'll be Scott's second foul of the game as well. Get the inbound in here. Tipped out of bounds by Grotehouse. It's going to stay with the Panthers. Second chance here on the inbound, opposite side of the backboard. They get it into Eichen. Eichen guarded by Hurt. 6:10 remaining here in the third quarter of action. They give it over to the corner. Working, skip pass up top. Had an open three-point shot. They don't take it. Instead, they'll drive in over Scott. That shot no good. And Jess Scott comes down with it. They skip pass up to Crowley. Crowley has an open three-point shot. That one's good. LJ Insurance three-pointer falls for Jordan Crowley. He has himself 5 here in this quarter. 35-17 the score, and it looks like the JV team starting to pull away a little bit with this one. Nearly a 20-point lead. They get it in. Had the wide open shot. Nice pump fake there for Caden Niekamp. First points of the second half here for the Panthers. 35-19 the score. They hand it off to Crowley. Crowley gets fouled. This is going to be against number 32. This is Caden Niekamp. That'll be his second team foul of the day. And his second foul of the day, team's first foul of the quarter. Crowley gives it down low. Just got just out of his hands. Turnover. Panthers come away with it. Cruz Miles brings it up the court. 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of action. Nice spin move and a bounce pass over to his teammate. That shot's up and no good for Walker. Crowley comes down with it. And they give it over now. Top of the key is Froman. Froman drives. He gets fouled on the way in, and another foul here against Caden Niekamp. It'll be his third foul of the day. And not quite sure what he can do there. Had a little bit of his hands on him, but nothing too serious on the drive. They get it in now. Braden Hurt gets a couple of screens, hands it off to Grotehouse. Had an open three-point shot, doesn't take it. Dayton, he'll drive in. Right-hand layup is no good. Rolls off the rim. Could have had 2 more points to his name, but couldn't finish in the paint. 4:20 on the clock. They get the steal. This is Grotehouse going up. His fast break layup is good. And Gunnar Grotehouse tacked 2 more points to his name. 37-19 the score. And a timeout is called here by Central. We'll head to a timeout ourselves here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, 37-19 the score. Titans get a steal quick off the timeout. Give it up to Crowley. He goes up. His layup is Kirkin, but thought it should have been off of Crowley, but this is Hurt with it. He drives in. Bounce pass between the legs of Wade Gooding. And Camp Point back on offense. Fadeaway shot's no good for Eichen. Braden Hurt comes down with it. Still yet to see Connor Swallow or Cale Cunningham in this game here today. That three-point shot is good for Braden Hurt. LJ Insurance three-pointer falls. 42-19 now the score. Three connection right now. Nice little shot there. Turnaround jumper falls for Chandler. Day game coming up. Speaking of Cale, kind of 3-second. Looks like the JV squad gonna come away with a solid win here against the Camp Point Central Panthers. They beat them earlier this month at Camp Point Central High School. Trying to get another win here today. That pass tipped out of bounds by Chandler Dayton. It's gonna stay here with the Panthers. 2 fouls for either team. On the inbound is Niekamp. Niekamp gets it into Walker. Walker guarded by Noah Bradley. Nice pass, but good defense from Dayton. They regain possession. They dribble outside of the paint. Back up to the top of the key. Out of Niekamp, swinging it around. This is Reed Lash with the ball. Guarded by Connor Swallow. Almost stolen away by Chandler Dayton, but tipped out of bounds. Stay with the Panthers. Maybe third time's a charm here for them on the inbound. Didn't know if he quite had possession. Good job, though, and hustle there from number 22, Reed Lash. Just got. And Wade Gooding checking to the game here for Braden Hurt and Chandler Dayton. With 1:56 remaining, 44-19 the score. 25-point lead here for the Titans. Cruz Miles with the ball. He gives it over. Now drive inside. Turn it around, kick it out. 3-point line here. They don't take the shot. Christian Miles kicks it out. Blocked away by Noah Bradley. Ball's in the air, and they're going to call a foul here against Bradley, which will be his first of the game. It'll be team's third. With 1:29 remaining. Working on the inbound here. They get it in. Swinging it around. They go baseline. That shot no good. Tipped out. And this could be an over. And back, a Titan player did not tip it. So it'll be a turnover there on the Panthers. Been stuck at 19 for quite a while here. Only 2 points in the third quarter of action coming from Caden Niekamp. Comes early here in the quarter. Titans working well right now. 3-point shot from Gooding. That one no good. Rebounded by number 22, Reed Lash. Panthers are back on offense. They give it over. Had the 3-point shot. They don't take it. Now in the corner. Lash with it. Guarded by Cunningham. Cunningham guarding Lash. They hand it off. Now go baseline. That layup no good off the bottom of the backboard. They're going to call a foul here against the Titans. See who this is on. They're going to call it on Jess Scott, which will be his third of the day. And 4 team fouls against the Titans. One more will put the Panthers at the line for 2 shots. That shot is up and no good off the third. That shot's no good either. And the Titans come away with the rebound. 5-point game, or 25-point game, excuse me. Titans are 5 points away from the 30-point mark, which would mean a continuous clock in the fourth quarter of action. Wade Gooding with it, gives it over to Connor Swallow. Back up top. Standing at the red line. Gets a screen on the right side. Gooding can't get it down to Scott. Now over to Swallow. Swallow with only 25 seconds to work with. He gives it up top, 50-50 ball. Gooding comes away with it. It's a 5-on-4 now. Defender is behind him. They slow it back down. 15 seconds on the clock. Connor Swallow drives in, kicks it out to Bradley. Bradley, he'll try a three-point shot. That's good. Noah Bradley with the jab step three. LJ Insurance three-pointer falls. Pretty looking shot there for Noah Bradley. Out of bounds, and it'll be Titan ball with 2.3 seconds remaining. What a shot from Noah Bradley. 47-19 the score here. Gonna have to get one up quick here. Gooding, he'll try a deep three-point shot. That one's no good, off the side of the rim. And JV coach Jamie Cousins saying, why didn't you step up about 4 steps? Had a easier shot. 47-19 the score here in Warsaw High School. JV Titans with the lead here, getting ready for the fourth quarter of action. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. This Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. Only 2 points in that quarter scored for the Camp Point Central Panthers. Try to get more tacked on here in this quarter. 28-point game here, 28-point lead for the Titans. Wade Gooding gets the rebound. I do again apologize for the connection issues we're having, and WCAC again will be preparing for the varsity matchup. That shot by Connor Swallow, no good. Defensive rebound. Scoreboard just shuts off. And they kick it over. Now down low, and they're going to have to fix the scoreboard here. They got unplugged somehow. Not quite sure what it is. Seems like everybody's having some issues with technology here today. Scoreboard has shut off a couple of times, and, well, you folks can obviously tell the issues that we're having right now. Get the scoreboard back up. 47-19, 7:31 on the clock. Panthers going to get possession here after the stop. On the inbound is going to be Westkirchen. He gets it in to Eichen. Eichen working, gives it up to Westkirchen now. Skip pass over. Back over to Westkirchen. Wasn't expecting the ball, but he got it anyways. Pass down low. Ball out of bounds. That'll be a turnover off of Evan Walker. They tried to feed him down low, working in the post, but couldn't quite get it to him in time. Jordan Crowley bringing up the ball here again. 7:14 on the clock. Crowley having himself a nice day so far. 15 points total, and a travel going to be called against Wade Gooding. It'll be a turnover on the Titans with 7:09 remaining. Leading scorer for the Titans is Jordan Crowley with 15. Braden Hurt has 11 as of this moment. We'll see if we get to see him out there on the court later. That pass, ball tipped out of bounds off the Titans. It'll be Camp Point Central ball. Now working on the inbound yet again. Leading scorer so far for Camp Point Central, 2 players with 6 points. Tatum Eichen and Caden Niekamp both have 6. That ball turned over, Titans with it. Crowley gives it over, Gooding. They give it down low. Bradley, he puts a shot. That layup is good for Noah Bradley. Give himself 5 on the day. Now a 30-point lead here for the Titans. Noah Bradley has himself 5. 6:30 on the clock. They give it across. Eichen, nice little jumper, no good. Rebounded by Walker. His layup, that one falls. Evan Walker gets 2 points to his name, now 4 total for him. 49-21 the score here. Noah Bradley, he'll try a step back three. That one's no good. But a rebound for Cale Cunningham. He puts one up. That's off the side of the backboard. And no good. Couldn't get his shot to fall. 21-49 here. Over in the quarter is Eichen. Eichen now at the top of the key. They give it over. Now down low to Walker. He goes up with it. That shot no good. Tipped around. Swallow comes away with a jump ball. Possession error for the Titans. As Braden Hurton just got checked into the game here for Jordan Crowley and Wade Gooding. They're keeping that Cale Cunningham and Connor Swallow and Noah Bradley squad out there here in this fourth quarter. 5:40 on the clock. Last quarter of action here. They hand it off to Swallow here. He gives it off to Bradley. Bradley thinking about the three-point shot, doesn't take it. That ball tipped, but comes away with it. He'll drive in. The kick out to Bradley, saves it from going out of bounds. Tries to go baseline, can't, so he throws it up to Swallow. Scott working down low. Physical play down low right now. Braden Hurt with the ball. Up top. And gives it over to Swallow. Swallow looking around. Gets a screen right side. Crosses over. And they're going to call a double dribble here against Connor Swallow. And it'll be Panther basketball with 5 minutes exactly remaining here at Warsaw High School. 4 here in this quarter alone. And a timeout going to be called here by Camp Point Central. 49-23 the score, heading to the line for 2 shots with 4:47 remaining. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back for some fourth quarter action.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ. 47 remaining here at Warsaw High School in this JV matchup between the West Hancock Titans and the Camp Point Central Panthers. Evan Walker is going to be heading to the line for 2 shots here. My name's Luke Little. Shout out to Emily Hagee coming all the way from Macomb to run some camera for me here today. That free throw is good. He completes the and one. Yeah, he alone has Evan Walker, I should score. They give it up top now. Swallow with the ball. Now Cunningham. Nice spin move. The pass to Just Scott. The layup.